Hello YouTube, welcome back. As you can see, we have our robotics finished. So now we have all the research for it. What we need to do is actually get robotics up and running. So where do we start? Well, the first thing we're going to need to do is get the armor done. We have some armor now. We need batteries, things like that. We need quite a lot actually. Let's have a look. The first thing we want to do is get our personal robotics going. So what does that entail? Let's have a look. This is our equipment grid. So what will we need? We will need... We'll need portable solar panels. That's a must. Let's have a look. Robot worker speed, that's not going to help. Construction robotics, that's a definite. We need construction robotics. Advanced smelting processing, that's probably worth being done right now. We're going to need personal battery. We definitely need personal battery. We're going to need personal roboport. That's important. And I think that's all we're going to need. Oh, we want this. Belt immunity equipment. We don't want to be getting dragged down a belt every time we stand on it. With that in mind, we've got one more spot. And I think we should be looking at changing our type of power as well while we're at it. So let that run. While we're waiting for those, we could do... I was looking at this and I was thinking changing these to blue so they make them a little bit faster. But also if you look at the lines of plate and our copper wire, there's quite a lot on there. So I was thinking, do we double it up and see if it can cope? It's worth a try and it'll give us more green circuits. So let's just build those in. And hook them up. So, in and out. It's literally in and out, that's all it is. There, there, and there, and there, and there. And then the bottom ones. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And then we've just got to make sure they've got power. That one's got power. That one's got power. And there's just this one. And this one. Okay, so now it's got power. It doesn't appear to exactly be struggling, so we've just increased our production rate of green circuits. Also, we are being bottlenecked by engines as well at the moment. As you can see, our blue science down here, it's only working up until this one because we're just not getting the engines. So the only thing slowing us down with engines at the moment is the speed they're crafting at. Possibly the fact that it's a bit small to feed all that, but that's okay, we'll leave that going. Where are we at? We're still on construction robots. So while we wait for that, waiting again, let's have a quick look around. Our power seems to be fine. Let's have a look at power. Yeah, power's fine for now. Green circuits are good. Steel's good. Plate's good. The only thing slow is the blue bottles, but even that, I mean, as you can see, they're starting to back up. So it's possible we've got enough of those too. So while we're up here, let's just clean this mess up that I made. So we don't need that mess. I'm just trying to think where we're going to go from here, because we're still waiting on construction robotics. When that comes in, we are going to have an idea of what we want to do. How's petroleum looking? Petroleum's full. We're making more than enough of that. So effectively, we could be making plenty more of this if we need it. It's looking good. So let's top up on some belts. Oh, we're looking in there. Look at that. 730 belts. That's what we needed. We do need to look at these now. Instead of using wooden electric poles, we could be using these. So it does need copper cable, iron sticks and steel. Oof. So what just came in? We just got construction robots. And they require red and green circuits and flying robot frames. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need those for our inventory. Robot frames require batteries and electric engine units. I think we're going to need to do some work here and get some stuff made. So let's look at power poles first. Let's go there with those. What did we need? We needed these iron sticks. Why did I just do that? Iron sticks, and what else did we need? For power poles. Copper cable. So copper cable can be done here as well. Right here. Let's give it a bit of space and then run that across. It's copper cable. That will have to be red inserters. So let's get that done first. There, and there. And run the power poles across. Because we definitely need to increase our power pole stuff, definitely. So let's run that way. And then another one here, which is just, it is just plate, yeah. Just double checking. Let's run our plate down. It's a very simple little setup. That could do with some power maybe. There we go. Right, so if we bring this out here, and then this can go on the other side of the belt. And then we needed steel as well, didn't we? So steel's going to be easy enough. We're gonna do we need that many? Don't think so. I think one will be enough, maybe two, because we want this and we also want this, and they're both made with exactly the same materials. So if we run that across, and with this we're gonna run it up. Let's move that over to there. The only reason I wanted to move it over is so we can put that can be outputs, and then we want that and that And we want that and that. Let's just power it up now. And that will gladly make us some power poles. Now let's limit it. This one only needs to be like 2, because islands don't really use often. But them, they'll get used quite a bit. So at least that's now being done. We have... Let's just... sorry, go in here. Wrong one. Put this in our equipment grid. Right, personal batteries was the next, I believe. Let me look. Personal battery's not ready yet, but it will be. Now, if we need batteries, we're going to need sulfur. Do we have the capability of batteries right now? Yes. So, sulfuric acid, copper and plate. Sulfuric acid, which is sulfur and water and plate. So we have sulfur, but we're probably going to need a bit more sulfur, so let's do that. Do I still have them there? Yes, I do. Probably gonna have to come over here now with that. So there, and there. Let's just do that many. Let's now start using our better power poles since we've got some. It's 15. Let's just get them and put them there. See, these have a much better reach, so let's... Beautiful. And what do these need? No, we're not doing sulfuric acid, we're doing sulfur first. These need water and petroleum. So we need pipes. Let's go get some pipes. Look at that. 200 bent pipes, 400 straight pipes. That's what we like to see. Now then, as water was extended 1. Sorry, extended 2. And then as petroleum was extended 1. Okay, now we can move our petroleum from here across. And then our water exactly the same way. And that will need its output extending. 2, 3, 4. Now we're making plenty of that. Let's take that and run it this way, because now what we need to be doing is making sulfuric acid. What was it? Sulfur, water, and yeah, so we can do it there. So sulfuric acid, which is plate, sulfur and water. Luckily enough for us, what we can do with our water is click that and then do that. And then go like this, so 1, 2. And connect that. That's our water connected. And then we need a plate as well, so if we can get plate on this line, it shouldn't be difficult. We can literally just take it from here. Put that in there. And then run that up. Then all we need to do is extend it, get our inputs in, power, and then probably do that. There we go. We now have sulfuric acid. Ooh, that was for batteries, wasn't it? So, sulfuric acid, copper plate, and iron plate. Made in probably these, so let's make some more of those. There we go. Okay. So let's look at this. This will be here. This is going to be a battery, which needs those. So the first thing would be to set up that, and then we're going to run it this way. So leave that there for now. Let's adjust that. So this wants to be like this, say that, and we'll do 4. Okay, and then we want these to come out. So get rid of that, want that to there, that to there, that to there, and that to there. Okay, that gives all them sulfuric acid, and then we want to run a belt in for copper and plate. Put our inserters in and inserters out, and then our belt this way. Okay, copper and plate. Plate's going to be easy enough to get to. Where's the nearest copper line? Up there. Can we run it from there? Of course we can run it from there. There's loads. Okay. It's going to get messy in here. Let's have a look. Let's go across there. Come down there, and then your plate wants to be doing the same. How are we going to do it? We're separating it again. Let's do that. So if we go like that across, set that up, and we put down and then like that. Take that off. We now have our mixed belt. Let's run that across. That should start working. And we have batteries. Now then. Personal battery is 5 batteries, 10 steel. Let's take those batteries. Take some steel. Those. Red circuits. Oh, this is going well. So, let's just steal some red circuits. What do we need? 40 cogs. Well, I think that's doable. Yeah, I've got enough. I'm going to need 45 batteries. Lovely. I've got enough. No, I've got 35. There, one of them. So we've got one of them, which is the belt immunity. We've got Personal roboport. We need more batteries. Personal batteries, which is not going to be difficult, and we'll get more steel. Let's have a quick look at how this is looking. So there's his personal battery. On 2 of them. We need those in. That stops us being dragged along belts. Roboport. I can get 2 roboports. So another roboport and 2 more batteries. So that's coming along. No, I've got one there. So 1 more personal battery. Or do I... don't know, let's have a look. Wait a minute, that's just finished. Okay, so let's... what else could we be using? A vehicle. We'll get one of those. Let's sort the train stuff out, because we're going to need trains, so we might as well get that in there. We want that in there. That's for bigger distribution. It's like another power pole, but much bigger. We're going to need them at some point. I mean, that's a lot, but yeah. And blue circuits. And then we have power armor down here, which we should probably do as well. What was we saying? We were saying... I mean, that could take a long time to charge. If I go with an extra battery now, and then another roboport, and we'll see how we get on. So batteries and roboports. 1 more roboport and 1 more battery, there we go. So then now, when it's ready, that can go in there. How many can these hold? 10. So that'll be 20 robots we can hold on our personal self. The batteries are going to take a while to charge, if they're the only things, but we'll see. Because it's night time, it's not going to do anything and not charge at the moment. What else did we need to make? We've got our personal... so now... no, I'm still... because I've no power. Okay. We have electric furnaces. That's very good. We can now sell solar power, which we probably should do at some point. But looking at power, I don't think we're in a rush right now. What do we need to do? We need... if we're going to make robots, we need red circuits and flying robot frames. Red circuits, flying yeah. And engines. Construction robots, we need engines. So, electrical engine, how do we make that? We need green circuits, normal engines, and lubricant. Lubricant is heavy oil, which we don't have heavy oil right now, so we're going to have to advanced process heavy oil. Okay, so let's look at lubricant. First of all, we're going to need... that's our petroleum. Where is it? We're going to need... let's take 4 of them for now. Got those there, those there. Those definitely don't need to be there anymore. Let's put that there. So let's just take a look. We're going to need... water and crude oil. So water and oil, and we're going to get 3 types. We're going to get 2 types of oil, light oil and heavy oil, and we're going to get petroleum gas. Water and oil. I'm going to give them a bit of room apart from each other. Let's make sure they've all got power. Yes, you can't reach because you're not got super long arms. oil we're gonna have to bring down. So let's extend that. That was like the worst place I could have extended that. It's just there. Okay. That's gonna come down here. Let's just bring that to there for now. So we're gonna need water and oil. Oil's on the left, if you can see, and water's on the right. So if we give water one single thing, and then where is a closest water source is down there. Let's take that off. Come across like that. No, actually, I wanted that. And I want that. That there, and okay, so that is water, and then we need to go 2 out from here to there, and then if I go, for instance, like that. Connect them together, should have oil. So let's hit that oil. Are we getting everything? Yep, we've got everything. Let's connect our power. And now we're gonna have petroleum coming out, which I want as a single line. The reason I want a single line is because I can connect it to this one over here. So let's connect those together. To there. Okay, so that's our petroleum connected to there. Now we need our light oil. And then our heavy oil is going to be free extended. Oh, don't mix them up. How should we do this? Should we go to the right, I think? So let's say to there. So let's collect all our light oil together. And then we're going to get another pipe there and connect all our heavy oil together. Okay. I'm going to make two big storage things. That one's going to go there, that one's going to go there. So we connect that to there, and then that to there, that to there. And then we're just going to extend that, because I don't know how this is going to go, so that's going to take a while to fill up. We're also producing plenty of petroleum. We just need to start using this oil now. Okay, what did we need for lubricant? Heavy oil chemical plant. Okay. So let's get rid of that tree. Let's go about here. This is going to be lubricant, which just requires heavy oil. So let's do the same again. In fact, run that across. And then connect that to that. Which is then going to give us making a mess of this now. Right, okay. I need more power poles. The train tracks have just been done. don't know why I came down this way. Power when it's here. 160. Okay, so power, let's just extend that across. So we now have lubricant. Let me just... I need a few more of them, won't I? So for now we'll just connect these up. Okay. What did we need lubricant for? It was for electrical engines. Electrical engines was the same down here. We have some, but it's producing not enough for what we need for our science. What would this be producing? It would be producing electrical engines. Like, this would have to be much, much bigger. Or can we speed it up? Not really. We could split this off, but then everything's just going to take a lot longer. If we make a new one, I have to make all this design again. Which, I mean, is doable. Let's do that. Let's just do that. So we have our lubricant there, which we can run down this way. So let's... What did I do? 3 last time. Let's go 5, just to make sure we've definitely got enough. We want that on the inside. That across. So what was it? It was cogs and pipes. Look at all the oil stuff we now have. Let's just get rid of that because that'll be annoying. And we've got those. Okay. Cogs. Pipes. And then we need our belt running out. That's running in. Which is a shared belt. Which would be like this. And how am I gonna get... I'm just gonna have to rip it off here. So put that there. We can go straight through that gap, I believe. Like that. And then we'll run that down and in there. Okay. Get our inputs in, outputs. Let's get some power going. Okay. Next, just straight up engines, and so I need to bring the steel over. Let's do that first. Bring the steel over. Where we're going all the way over here. Let's run this down. What we're going to do, if we leave that there, run that under, decide we're going all the way across here, normal engines, like that. Let's just go across. There, and then that. We need power for that. That's going to go yeah, probably that way. Then start. So that's making our engines. Let's quickly recap. What do we need? Engines, green circuits and lubricant. Okay. So we can put our green circuits on that line, which actually isn't far away. So if we like that, maybe longer, who cares? Bring that across this way, like that, and a bit of a roundabout way, but that goes in there. Now what we need is lubricant bringing down. Where's our lubricant? It's there. It's probably best doing it up here. Let's... and then we'll go that way. Right. If we do it like... say that many. And we'll go with... that looks about right. I can bring that across, which will be an input. There's your input. Let's just power those. And then we need our lubricant. So if we go... move all the way to there, that's perfect. Like so. And then we connect our lubricant up. Now we need an output. Just gonna run like that, and then like that. Okay, we have our electrical engines. Now we need to make flying robot frames, which needs a lot of stuff. So we need steel, batteries, green circuits and engines. So let's put the batteries and engines together. Where are batteries? Over there. Maybe they need to be spun the other way. Like that. Out. Up. That puts our batteries on the same line as the electrical engines. And then we just need green circuits and steel, which again want to be on separate lines. Green circuits and steel. How am I going to make that happen? Let's do this. Let's split that. Up to there. We want to split this. Like that. If we bring that across, then we can just... that there, that there. Can I run that through there? Yes, I can. That's going to go across. It's going to go up and across there. Okay. So we will need two types of input. Need this normal input and our extended. And a place for power. Like it is. Now we need our output. That's gonna give us that. Power. Happy days. We should now. I mean, these are going to take a while to make, and I don't mind that the robots are going to take a while to make because they'll just permanently be making things, making robots all the time, non-stop. And, you know, we're only going to need a couple of thousand over the space of most of the game, so they don't need to be made that fast. Now then, what we need is our actual robots. There. Flying frames and 2 circuits, and flying frames and red circuits for the other one. Let's just go construction robots first, and then we'll look at logistics. So if I literally just place that there, give it an input, we need construction, which means green circuits again. On a separate. Oh, hang on, no, I can run green circuits from up there. Why I make it hard for myself? And we're just going to put them in a box for now. So you just need power. And away you go, you're just going to make them. Okay, so 50 a stack, 100, 200 will do. So now that we have construction robots going, and at a fairly good rate as well. Red circuits. We haven't made any red circuits for a while down there. Should we be making some and feeding it up there ready for construction robots? It's probably a smart thing to do. So if we just take one of these lines this way, that way, and then in there. We want it on the inside of this line, which I mean is simple enough because we can just do that. If we're making red circuits, aren't we? Red circuits, which need green circuits and copper wire. Well, we've got the copper wire, which need green circuits, which are on the top, so that's good. This is actually coming out just nice. Run that across there. That's going to be our input. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's the input. Actually, what we're going to do is move that down one. So then we could run that up here. And have both input lines up top. Run these across. Why not get a full thing of it? Let's just give that one extra. Okay. Green circuits are coming off there. The rest of it are coming off there. And then an output. Red circuits like that. Power. Let's go with there, and there. Let's change this to red circuits. Again, everything it needs. Yeah. Okay, red circuits are now going to come up on the other side of the line, which means I can go there and put in logistical robots with box there, that, run that. So you need red circuits and frames, you don't even need that top line. You just need power. And then you need limiting to 4. Okay, while we're waiting around, let's see, we're not getting much power from that. So the batteries aren't filling up fast at all. What about these? These are full. These batteries are low. Let's, can we start using these now? What did I say I could hold? I can hold 20 robots. There. So if I go... Yeah, they are working. How much? I mean, I don't think that really would have used anything power-wise. No. But that's good news. That's good news. We're just going to have to see how this goes. I have 20 on me. It's night time at the moment. Another problem we're going to have is we're going to start running out of stuff, because while this is being used for lubricant and lubricant's being emptied, this is just filling up. So we need to do something with our light oil. What can we be doing with our light oil? So we can make light oil. We can turn light oil into petroleum gas. That's probably going to be the best thing. So, chemical plant. So if I do this, let's just have a look. We want to turn light oil into petroleum gas. That's going to come across here. Then we can just connect it to there, you see. And then we need power. And it needs water. Let's redo this then. That's gonna go like that. So that's gonna have to come out too. Where's our nearest water supply? All the way over there. So if I put that there, connect that to that. Take that away. That there, connect those up. Means we've got water coming in here. I need to connect that somehow. From light oil, we can do it like that. And then if we wait a minute, we don't have enough stuff. I mean, we can see how that goes for now, but obviously we can extend this and burn more of this if we need to. But for now, that should stop it from stalling out. Okay, so we have our robotics. Finally got to robotics. Robots are being made, etc. Where do we go from here? Well, I'm thinking we should actually be starting our bigger base. And where are we going to do it? So, looking at the map, we have a huge copper and a huge iron there. So if I run a line from there to there, and we can start a smeltery maybe here, maybe further up. Maybe we should take a trip out in a car. What does it take to get a car? All the things we have, so we could make a car and drive around the map and have a quick look around further, because I want to plan. The next part is going to be planning the mega base, probably laying some blueprints down, getting everything settled and where we want to go. But I'm happy with the progress there. We finally got our robotics up. We're finally going to be moving towards a mega base, something much bigger, much more complicated and much more interesting. So on that note, I will leave that episode here and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.